Ame barake, fanga bola, kuna foli kumana bo. Dante la me, dite fili, jamana jodu wati sera. Anga barake, fanga no bola, kuna foli kumana jense. Diga srikar tila me, dite fili, dante venale, ale dante venale, dante venale, di connecte, brege lusi chama mbade dante venale, ale dante venale, dante venale, di connecte, brege lusi chama mbade kogala waleya, anga wari kogala waleya, kogala waleya, hey. Anga sanundo kogala waleya, strigar nana kogala waleya, anga barago kogala waleya, onana kogala waleya, anga kalango kogala waleya. Ala santa debe toga faunye, kanga pamananga dombala hase tutumbi ya furuke debe toga fo, kanga kori sene dombala bakari dante denge kele debe toga faunye, kanga panga mana dombala jene bakante denge kele debe toga fo, kanga sanu yango dombala mirina mimila, faso jo mirina mimila, faso jo dusu mumila, faso jo kanu mumila, kurashi fatobe dantela, ibambamba malikura jo kambe dantela, iga srikardila mengi defili, jamana jodu manase, ame barake, fanga no bola, kuna foni kumana bo. Dante la me, dite fili, jamana jodu wati sera. Anga barake, fanga no bola, kuna foni dumana jense. Diga srikarte la me, dite fili, dante venale, ale dante venale, dante venale, di connecte, brege lusi chama mbade dante venale, ale dante venale.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Legend Major. My name is Dante. I am your host. This is our new platform, and we're going to be talking about a bunch of breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed, if this is your first time in our channel, we ask you to subscribe yourself and making sure that you tell your entire family that Legend Major is here to bring you the news. Ladies and gentlemen, our topic today is very straightforward. We're going to be talking about a couple of topics. We're going to be discussing by Elon Musk, the revolution that Elon Musk have in place and things that Elon Musk is planning to put in the place. At the same time, we're going to be talking about Donald Trump. Donald Trump, what he have said to Nigerian president. We're going to talk about that. So make sure you subscribe yourself. If this is your first time in our channel, make sure that you ask your buddy and your friend to become a part of a Legend Major. It's a new channel. We just begun. This is our second show. But I can promise you, as we build this platform, we're going to take this thing to worldwide. So no further ado, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Elon Musk. Elon Musk have made a beautiful revelation, at the same time, a powerful revelation. Elon Musk have saying that in the future, there will be no phone. Yes. Elon Musk said that in the future, there will not be no phone. In other words, mankind will not be need no more phone. Can't you imagine living a life without no phone? In other words, we're not gonna say hello, how are you, how you doing, how's everything, how's your mom and them. Nobody gonna be talking about that. That's over. It's finished. Finito. Yeah, it's finished. Yeah. Elon Musk say he's gonna make sure we're not gonna utilize no phone no more. I cannot wait to see that. But you know, the thing about Elon Musk, man, whether you like him or you hate him, the bottom line is the guy is a genius. That's just a fact. So Elon Musk said the future, there won't be no phone. He predictor will use his brain chip instead of iPhone or Android to connect ourselves. Yes, man. Elon Musk is into another game again, ladies and gentlemen. So you better step up and let's be ready to invest, man. Yes, we're going to have to invest. No phone. Elon Musk is working on the very latest technology that is called the shipped. So it's called his brain shipped. So in other words, it's a chip that's going to go to a human head. As it go to your head, so you can be able to communicate with someone's house without a phone. So in other words, if your head have a chip in it, and my head have a chip in it, we can automatically communicate from one into another. And that is amazing change. You're not going to need no iPhone. So in other words, Elon Musk is thinking to take iPhone out of the business. In addition to that, he said you're not going to need no Android phone. So Elon Musk is in the process to take them out of the business. I mean, somebody might think he's joking, but man, I take this man seriously. I don't think he's joking, man. I don't think he's a laughable, man. I don't think Elon Musk, you need to be laughing at Elon Musk, man. No, man. I'm not laughing at him. I'm not going to be laughing at this guy. Nah. Elon Musk, man, when he say he make it happen, you know? I mean, who could imagine that we will be driving vehicle that we're not going to put no gas in it? Who could imagine we'll be having a vehicle, the more you drive Tesla, the more Tesla will be driving you. I swear to God. No, that's the truth. It's the fact. I'm not kidding, man. The more you drive Tesla, the more Tesla driving you. What I mean by that is, Tesla is one of those vehicles, it's like your iPhone. The more you drive Tesla, the more Tesla driving you. What mean that Tesla kind of grow with you. Like you wake up one morning, your Tesla is pretty much upgraded. Just like your iPhone, right? This vehicle have a camera all over. So in other words, if you have a Tesla and you park Tesla in front of your door, you don't really need no camera. Because anything that will happen around your vehicle, this thing's gonna be recording everything. So Elon Musk have done amazing thing. This guy is up to something we don't know how far he's gonna take. But one of the things about it, he don't joke. So he's saying that forge margin, Elon Musk want to remember society with a robot that can walk for us. So not only he say we're not gonna need no iPhone, no Android phone, but he also into another thing again. He says he's gonna create a more robot. At some point in their life, the robot gonna be more than a human being. Yes. He's gonna create a more robot. So currently we about what? Almost 8 billion? So Elon Musk is planning to create a more robot than 8 billions. Can't you imagine living in a world where there's a more robot than a human being? And that's what he's planning to do. So what Elon Musk is trying to do, what he's telling us, what is happening here? Forget margins. Elon Musk wants to reinvent society with a robot that can walk. Yes. So he's going to create a robot that can walk and talk like us. Operate without shift and without sleep. So in other words, a robot going to be more performing than human being because this thing is not going to sleep. You know, they don't need no food. They don't argue back with you. There's no argument. No more argument. And there won't be no more argument. I'm going to buy me one. No more argument. So look, so they will live without no sleep. According to Elon Musk, this is what Elon Musk is saying. Perform surgery with precision. So humanity, like you will need to poke it just to make sure is not a person in a suit. In a suit. In another word, what Elon Musk say right here, he said that he's gonna create robot that will be so much look like a human being that you cannot even be able to tell the difference. So literally, you will see a robot performing surgery look just like a human being. That is scary and that is amazing. And anything that he say, he have done it. So I am not going to doubt of what this guy is going to do. And he's not stopping there. Elon Musk is going further what he's explained to us. He's saying that this robot is going to speak on Tesla. This robot going to talk as well like a human being. And this revelation was in a third quarter of a Tesla earning call, and which was the last month. Musk doubled down on his sky-high ambition for Optimus, the company Imenoa robot project. So he got a company called Imenoa. That company job is to create a robot. The Tesla CEO called it infinity money glitch. He predicted it will not only become a key revenue stream for the company, but possibly the most transformative product Tesla have ever built. Yes. So Elon Musk is saying the invention that is put in place, which is a human robot, is saying that the human robot going to be so nice, it will be so well built that it's going to probably put an end of a poverty. Wait, yes. Elon Musk is planning to put an end of a poverty of humankind. So there won't be no more broke folks. Everybody pretty much finna to be rich, according to Elon Musk. Because he said that not only creating that going to create so much efficiency, but for furthermore, it will create a lot of wealthy people. It will create a lot of wealthy people, a lot of rich people, to the point where there won't be no more poverty. So in other words, everybody going to be rich. Nobody going to be need somebody else to give them any kind of thing, anything as far as the money, so forth, so on. So what Elon Musk is working on? What's the next step? That's what he said. He said that this is going to be probably the most advanced thing humankind never seen. He said this will be the most transformative product Tesla have ever built. It's going to drive so many revenue that humankind never seen. So, not only is going to create a more robot than human being, but at the same time, in other words, what Elon Musk is saying here is going to create efficiency. The game here is the efficiency. Because we're going to live in a world where there will be perfection. So there won't be no more mistake. Because as you guys know right now, AI is a scary thing. If anybody have a chat GPT, the more you utilize this chat GPT, the more chat GPT get to know you. Man, listen, one day I was utilizing my chat GPT. I never told these things my name. And then the next day I was realizing, he just said, Dante. I said, I was about to cry. I was about to run. This thing called my name. Yes. He called me by my name. I'm like, who tell you my name? Come to find out, these things have a more intellectual capability. The high level of IQ this robot possess is not even a joke. So if Elon Musk say that he's about to create a robot, all joke on side, that will be more smarter, more productive, can be able to do a surgery precisely. But in addition to that, the robot now isn't even going to look like a robot. It's going to look like a human being to the point you want to poke it. So we cannot wait to see. But he also wanted to really build a wealth, the way like the world ever seen. Elon Musk is not joking. This man is on a mission. Elon Musk said that Tesla Optimus will be an infinity money glitch that end poverty, perform surgery, and look so real you will need to poke it. So we shall see. When that thing come out, we'll make sure we talk about it. So Elon Musk have done an amazing thing for humankind. This man, right now, Tesla taking over around the world. And they also say the Tesla must be one of the best stock to buy because I guess the reason being is things of that line because they keep creating, keep adding it. We don't even know what's the next. Elon Musk have never been shy about predicting the future. So if you know the guy, he predict the future and he make it happen. Likely he has been throwing out idea all over. Listen, did anybody ever wonder where in the world Elon Musk get his idea from? I mean, I be wanna know. I be wanna know who he be talking to. I don't know what's going on, but this man, I think he have how you call it? I think he's married to one of those angel. I think he got angel wife. Elon Musk, do you have an angel wife? I think he have an angel wife. I think he's married to one of those creation that just be talking to him by himself. Because how in the world one man can have all of this idea of being able to be in so much in advance, and I mean so much in advance that the humankind cannot even foresee. No, I think we need to discuss that, but that probably gonna be another show. That probably going to be in another show. But more to come on that. But I don't take this guy. If he say, I believe it. Because people like Elon Musk don't come to this war every time. I think people like him get sent to the planet like every 100 years. You know. Elon Musk remind me, like at the time of Andrew Carnegie, right? The time of when the light bulb was created, you remember the time when all of this big invention was created. And those type of human beings, I thought they don't give them a birth no more. But Elon Musk, this guy, is definitely in advance. Whatever he's doing, we need to figure it out. How in the world those ideas come from, or it come from the sky to his head. I don't know who he be talking to, but I'm interested to know, because if he got way to do it, I want to figure it out. He also says he's going to do a human robot will one day outnumber people. He predicted that artificial intelligence will make a universal high income inevitable, turning work into something optimal. In another word, Elon Musk said that we will not be working like we used to. The way we're working now, get up in the morning, get in your car, catch the bus, whether walk to work, Elon Musk said that's going to be ended. He said work will be optimal and work going to be optional. So in other words, you don't have to work and most job will be like automation. That is interesting. So we don't have to work very soon. You can decide to stay home, or you can decide to go to work, but there will not even be enough job. That's what Elon Musk is saying. I don't want that type of world. I don't want to live like that. No. I mean, I understand there will be like, I'm not pushing back. I'm not pushing back in terms of technology. And I think AI should be embraced by all of us because this thing is here to stay. So I am in alignment with that. But what I'm not in alignment is that work becomes something optional. What that means is if you want, you can work. If you want, you're not going to work. That's scary. Because, if you become a person that's not active, that means you're going to die soon. You're not going to live long life. Because working is part of the productivity. And that, make you live longer. As you notice, people that read book and people that exercise and people that really have a nice career, they tend to live long life because of their activity. So if we become a people that don't have to work, if we don't want to, and then if all work become optimal, that is scary. Because now we're not going to think no more. That means you don't have to think. So you can just be dummy rich. Do you want to be dummy rich? You can just be dummy rich. Dummy rich, right? You got all kinds of money, but you dumb as you can get. That's what pretty much the future hold, according to Elon Musk. So technology is here to stay. Technology is here to merge. Technology is definitely here. So Elon Musk say work will become something optional, like a growing vegetable. He even promised human will live on March. Elon Musk did not stop there. He also say, in a joke, when people say, we can go do our wedding in the moon, Musk say he's going to make that happen. He said people are going to leave this earth. We can go live on March. He promised that. So when a commentary account on X, known for covering Musk company and project, asked follower, will you install Neuralink interface on your brain to allow you to control your new X phone by thinking? Musk did not hesitate. He replied, in the future, there will be no phone, just Neuralink. So the phone about to go away, ladies and gentlemen, so you can start to say bye-bye to your phone. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! So bye-bye to your phone. Into next time, you will see your phone. Ladies and gentlemen, more to come into this topic as we, like I said, this is my new platform, Legend Media. I want all of you guys to subscribe on this channel. This is going to be broadcast in English. We also have a French channel, but this is for my American audience and my African diaspora who speak English. This is your channel. We're going to talk about all kinds of topics as we get familiar to each other, as I get to know you, find out what you like. We'll talk about a lot of topics. We'll talk about the culture in Africa. We'll talk about the value that we possess. There won't be no limit that we're not going to talk about. That's why the platform is called Legend, because Dante is here to stay. This is a legendary. We're going to do big things together. So on that next topic, we're talking about Donald Trump, famous Donald Trump. Donald Trump say he's going to make America great again. Donald Trump been in power almost a year now. And into now, we are looking at it when America going to be great again. We are looking at, so, Donald Trump said that Nigerian president, Tinubu, yeah, that's his name. Tinubu is the African leader. That's the Nigerian president. His name is Tinubu. Tinubu is actually, Tinubu is kind of like an African Nigerian. Because for a lot of people that don't know, Tinubu used to live in Chicago. I think one time he even got a problem with the law in Chicago. So apparently, Tinubu, he became a president in Nigeria because he have a lot of connection in America, by the way. I don't know if people know that. Yes, he have a lot of connection in this country. So anyway, we all know Nigeria is actually a very wealthy country. Nigeria is one of the countries in Africa where they have oil. They're very large. There's a lot of people. And also, Nigerians are very smart folks. And even if you look at in America, the most doctor, the most engineer when it comes to African folks is the Nigerian. So they're very smart folks, very intelligent people. This country is so rich, you won't even know what to do with it. In fact, the richest man in Africa, name is Dangote, he's from Nigeria. So Nigeria is very rich, but for some reason, like in most countries in Africa, or another world, all the country in Africa, they got all this money, but boy, but the misery stay there. I don't understand. I cannot. That's one of the things I've been trying to figure it out. I guess it's one of those things you will never get the answer, which is sad. As an African, the condition of Africa sometimes is very, very concerning. But anyhow, just to tell you a little bit about Nigeria. So Nigeria have a instability because they have an ethnical conflict. At the same time, they have this a rebellion that sometimes you wonder if they want to take over the country. I don't even know what they want. One time, that trouble people, they want to pick up the woman of one entire village. So, those guys do whatever they got to do. Sometimes they kill Nigerian women, they kill Muslim, they kill Christian, they kill anybody to get a point. But anyway, because of the instability that's in Nigeria, Donald Trump just come out recently and attack Nigerian president. I mean, what he said to Nigerian president is very scary. It's very scary. He's talking about he's going to send the military to Nigeria to take over Nigeria. I mean, can you imagine? America, one of the most powerful countries in the world, attacking to one of the poorest country in the planet? That don't even make sense. But hey, that's a Donald Trump for you. Yeah. That's a Donald Trump for you, right? Yeah, that's it. So that's a Trump for you in any time, in any day. So Trump give an ultimatum to Nigeria. He talking about he's going to invade Nigeria, invade Nigeria, and he's going to send a troop, American troop to Nigeria to attack Nigerian president and take him out of power. And you wonder what happened. Donald Trump saying that Nigerians are killing Christian, which is not true. Yes, he said Nigeria are killing Christian. He said the Islamic militant in Nigeria are killing Christian. No. Because what Donald Trump don't know, Nigeria is a Christian country. It's like a 50-50. Nigerians have a lot of Christianity and they have a lot of Muslim. So it's one of those countries in Africa where you actually have a 50-50 of belief in Christianity and the religion of a Muslim. But the crazy thing about this here, think about the size of the United States of America. Think about this great nation that have been there for people from the existence, right? And for all this time, the country that they're pretty much a most country looking up to trying to be like in terms of a democracy. And here you are, the president that says he's going to make America great again, he want to go attack a country that barely have a bomb. I mean, it's funny. It's unbelievable. So sometimes I really don't understand, how Donald Trump be functioning sometimes. And then U.S. President Donald Trump has ordered the military to prepare for action in Nigeria to tackle Islamist militant group accusing the government of failing to protect Christians. So here Donald Trump say Nigerian government have failed to protect a Christian. Listen to that for a minute. Let that sink in. Did that even make any sense? I don't think so. In other words, Donald Trump is telling a Nigerian that he loves Nigerian more than Nigerian themselves. Because let's just say that was the case, which is not the case, but I'm just giving an example. Those Christians, they're Nigerian. So you're not going to love Nigerian more than Nigerian themselves. That don't even make sense. Just like Nigeria is not going to love America like you love America, I'm assuming. So let's be clear. Christian of Nigerian are Nigerian. And Muslim of Nigerian are Nigerian. So that's not even no question. And Trump did not stop there. Trump also say that the killing was referring to but claim of a genocide against Nigerian Christians have been circulating in recent weeks and months in some right-wing U.S. circle. So in other words, he even went to the point to say that there's a genocide against a Christian in Nigeria. That's not true. Nigerians are like a predominantly Christian and predominantly a Muslim. It's one of the unique countries in Africa where Christianity is literally a part of the biggest religion. Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Ghana, South Africa, all of those are pretty much English-spoken country. Majority are Christian. So when you say the country is against the majority, that don't make sense. And also, like you always say, right, you're going to make America great again. So I think you should let Nigeria make Nigeria great again. You should let Nigeria make Nigeria let it great again. Make us great here. We need your help here. Yeah, we need your help here, my friend Donald Trump. I like Trump a lot. I really like Trump. I think the reason why I like Trump, I like Donald Trump because he's ambitious, right? That's what I like about him. I like that he's ambitious. When you want something, you go for it. You know, like a Democrat cannot figure him out. They cannot understand. You know, so I like that about him. He's very ambitious. Because you guys know, for us all that live here, Donald Trump have fight to become president for the last 6 years or 5 years. Let me say that. And I have watched him. What he have done to become a president. I don't care who you are, unless if you just a envy. you should respect the man. You might not like him. You don't have to like the guy. But if you don't respect the guy, really something is wrong with you. You know, that's the difference between me and a lot of people. Like, I take things to the value. You know, I talk about subject and I give him my point of view. You don't have to like Donald Trump, but you got to respect Donald Trump. Anybody that's a hustler, this man have a hustle. This man have a hustle here in front of every single people, in front of everybody. Man, he did whatever he got to do. I'm not going to try to get to that detail, but what I'm saying is, as a hustler, Donald Trump is a freaking hustler, man. The guy is a hustler. No, whole joking aside. You know, like, okay, we all have our good side, we all have our bad side, and everybody's not going to like you. The bottom line is, there's a lot to learn from him. The man, when you say you want to be, you go for it. And he will not let nobody stop him with him of what he wants. That is a skill set that need to be admired. Now, he do have his other skill set that I don't agree with him, right? For example, right now, you know, you got a lot of people that don't have money, and they give food stamp to live off of it. And right now, those people that depend on that, they're not going to have a food to eat. And that's something Donald Trump need to take a look at it, because the reality is that those people are American. So if you want to go fight for Christian in Nigeria, you know, those Nigerian Christian, they don't have a lack of food. And here, you have a Christian here that don't have money to eat. So I think you should fight for them here and to give them a food stamp so they can eat the food. You know, I mean, for me, that makes sense. That makes sense, right? So that's what I'm saying. So the guy, he have a character that I like. That's his swag, his hustle, the fact that he follow his dream. He's a dreamer. He follow it, and I like that. And I also like the fact that he don't give a free money to those people in Africa that have been really milking the cow for so long. I like that. Let me clap for Donald Trump for that. Yeah, I clap for him. Yeah. No, that was good. Because like, look at, I'm from Africa, right? And you got this country in Africa, they got a lot of money. But those presidents, they don't care about the people. They don't invest nothing on the country. Every time when you ask them why they're so poor, they blame on the white man. And I mean, I understand there's a politic, but blaming people all the time is not the solution either, right? They refuse to take responsibility and then blaming. So when Donald Trump came to power, he said he don't have a free money for them, which is great. But he said America be willing to do business, but they have to be legit. I also like it something else about Donald Trump. He don't want to collaborate with those knucklehead, those military guys in Africa that's taking power by force. And I think Donald Trump need to do something about that. And I'm going to be even do a show about that. So if he need to attack a country in Africa, he need to attack those countries where military are taking the power by force, by dictatorial and making the people suffering, stealing the gold and the diamond, and people are suffering. I think those the country Donald Trump need to go ahead and send a troop and definitely take those guys out. That would be a humanitarian action, and I'm with him with that. But to saying that he will not go invade Nigeria, I don't agree with that. I think what Donald Trump need to do is to collaborate with the Nigerian government and to do something about those guys that's taking a genocide against Nigerian people. On a serious note, there should be a joint coalition with the Nigerian government and the United States to do something about those people that's taking a armed gang and kill innocent people. And I think that would be the approach. But another thing he can do, if you really wanted to see a peace in the diaspora, is those military that's been taking the power by force, oppressing the citizen of the nation. Country like Mali, country like Burkina Faso, country like Niger. This is the country like Guinea. This is the country that's really creating all this mess in Africa. Here's the young guys, they're lazy, instead of coming to a power democratically, instead of bringing a competence into a table. No, they don't do that. They come into power by force, and they're lying to the world, talking about they're going to make Africa a sovereign country. How can you make somebody sovereign when you're not even legal in the first place? Sovereignty is the act of humility. Sovereignty is not an act of lying. You cannot make nobody sovereign when you're not even legit in the first place. That's a laughable. Can you imagine a thief telling you not to steal? Huh? Can you imagine somebody that steals money for a living telling you not to steal? That's what it is. Here you come, you take the power by force. You come, you violate the Constitution. You come, you put all the politicians in jail. That's a stealing. So here you got this big thief that have put the country military clothes on, and then telling them that he's here to set them he's here to set them free. That's what happened in Burkina Faso. That's what's happening in Mali. That's what's happening in Guinea. That's what happened in Niger. You come to power illegally, and you want to make a country illegal. That don't even make sense. You're not even illegal yourself first place. You're not even legit. So I think that's what the country America can help the Christian in Africa. Because on those countries, the Christians are suffering. I'll give you an example. In Mali, for example, they're supposed to be the pilgrimage of a Christian in Mali. And they do that every year in a place called Kita in Mali. Well, guess what? Today, they send a letter out. They say the pilgrimage will not happen. So they're not going to go to do the edge. They're not go to the edge. Right. They're not go to the edge. So the Christian of Mali is supposed to go pray. They're supposed to go pray to God, because this is a holy month for them. But guess what? Because of the military junta that's in power of Mali, they have not been able to keep to protect the nation, to the point where people cannot even travel in the country. There's a lack of gas in the entire country. People don't have no food to eat. There's not even a ship that can come to a nation. There's no electricity in Mali for the past 4 years almost. The so-called president, he cannot even travel. He have a higher mercenary to protect him. And here's the guy that have hired other people from different countries for his security. He telling the Mali that he's going to give them security. You know, like, you got to be stupid. It don't even make sense. Same thing happened in Mali. Same thing happened in Niger. Same thing happened in Guinea. Same thing happened in Burkina Faso. So those the guys that's really killing the Christian. So in Mali, the Christian cannot even worship the God. They had to cancel this holy month, which is supposed to take place in Kita. That is a region in Mali. But they cannot go there because of the insecurity. So if Donald Trump really want to do something for Christian in Africa, it's not Nigeria. Nigeria are a Christian country. The place where the Christian is suffering is where people cannot even speak. In Mali right now, when you speak, you're going to jail. Can't you imagine? A black man putting a black people in prison in 2025 because they have speak. Because they have spoke. Right now, that is happening in Africa. That is happening in Mali. That is happening in Guinea. That is happening in every in Burkina Faso. That is happening in Nigeria. So more to come about. More we're gonna talk about that more further. So this is the type of information you're gonna be getting it from me moving forward. I promise you, this will be one of the best web TV the world ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I wanted to share with you today. Until next time, ciao.